your life.
All right. Assalamu alaikum. I pray all is well tonight. Popkeys coming back at you tonight. I know y'all gearing up and went and bought your 12 turkeys and your cranberry juice. Give him thanks prior to the devil. I'm just messing with you. But anyway, the subject tonight is unapologetic black and Muslim. Popkeys coming at you tonight. Unapologetic black and Muslim. Popkeys coming at you tonight. And I'm going to open up unapologetic black and Muslim. Popkeys coming at you tonight. And I'm going to turn the guy a little bit so we don't get that reverb. Alrighty. All right, y'all come on in tonight. As you know, I like to be in time and on time. Because when that baby plane and the mother plane show up, give you a certain time where to be. You ain't there, you're going to get left behind. But you got to be qualified to get on anyway. No Negroes welcome at all. So I'm going to open up in prayer in the most holy name of Almighty God Allah, who came to us in the person of Master Farad Muhammad, the great Mahdi, who was to come and has come to restore we lost from our own kingdom of Islam and destroy those that destroyed us, died our God, Allah. We are that people delivered from the murders. We serve the baby all the days of our lives. And we teach our children to submit to thee, to that unequal love and mercy for thou. And thanks to you, Allah, for making manifest to us our enemy, the devil, and help us, O Allah, to live the life and die the death of a Muslim. I bear witness no God but thee. I bear witness the most honorable and humble Elijah Muhammad is your last and greatest messenger. And I pray Allah, you move the heart of the devil from thee and destroy this evil, sinful, wicked, and curse the devil. Period. Thank you, Allah, for coming. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Assalamu alaikum. Black nation, black family. Good to be here tonight. Like Brother Shah DC says, good to be seen. You know, my subject tonight is I'm unapologetically black and a Muslim. A true and faithful follower of the most honorable and humble Elijah Muhammad. And I want to touch on a couple of subjects, but they want. Talk a little bit about the black man, how we need to get our self-respect back. But I'm going to say the best for last is that Asiatic black woman and things and keys that you need to use and the gifts and power that you have within you that we need to be using. Or you the key to it all in order to lift the black nation up. And the black man, we played such a hell of a role in this whole situation. Honorable Elijah Muhammad said that we can't continue to blame the white man. He said, you're free to go anywhere you want to go now. You can leave the country, go where you want. But we cannot continue to blame the European, because his time is up. He know it himself. That's why his death rate is steady going up and ours is going down, even with all the foolishness and murder and stuff like that within our community. He died at a hell of a clip. Every year it's going up, up, up. Black man and so-called Hispanic brothers and sisters, ours is going down. And they say it's due to a lot of factors with white men in particular, because they really see the end. They see their end. They're a race of people. We're a nation. Time never was when we were not. But I just want to speak a little bit So why you shouldn't be running away from your blackness at all. You should be running to it. You know, we use bleaching cream and all that, trying to lighten ourselves up and trying to pass for Europeans, and trying to be accepted. You had the Latino Hispanic community when they voted this last election, and I done lived around them. They using the reverse process of Yaku, which y'all don't even understand, trying to lighten up their race and all this type of stuff to be accepted by the conquerors that came. When they came, the Spanish came to South America, Mexico. They wasn't looking like that. They were dark, brown-skinned people until they started mixing with the woman, lightening up the race. It's like they had a picture of Patrick Mahomes. You know, his father is black and his mother is white. And Patrick married a white woman. They showed the difference. All his children really look more Caucasian than damn near white. So that proves the theory of Yaku by itself. If you just sit down and think for a minute, because some of your so-called intelligent people will talk about, well, they come from the north, the cold weather, lightening their skin. I'm looking at these ignorant people. And you had the so-called Dominicans sit right on the island with the Haitians, talking about they ain't black. And if you put them side by side, some of us will look just like us. There ain't but two on the planet, black and white. We were all black once upon a time before we made and brought in the Caucasian on our planet. And they discriminated against the Haitians on the same island. Nobody want to identify as the original man, the black man, or the black woman. We ain't black man. What the hell is you? Because when Billy Bob ride down on you, he gonna treat you the same way. That's the way he see you. Like I talked to my nephew last night. Say he works in the barber shop. He said they just hired another female and she's real light. And he got to break him down the history of the two nations, the black and the white. And she said, well, you can go for white because Marlo was light skinned. He said, let me tell you something. He said, I identify with myself, with my blackness. And he said, and I ain't seen no different. He said, they treat me no different if I was just pitch black. I've been mistreated, maimed, locked up, and every damn thing else up under the sun. He said, when they look at me, they don't see what you see. But in Minnesota, they have a lot of interracial marriage, black and white. So when you teaching, even when you're teaching up there on this subject, certain way you got to teach to reach the minds of those who live in Minnesota. Or in Minnesota, the French rule Minnesota, and they got a river up there. According to history, they killed so many Indians that the whole damn river turned red. This is history. And then you have our so-called African brothers, named after General Africanus. A lot of brothers and sisters in Africa bleaching their skin, trying to look European. A lot of people are ashamed of their blackness, that beautiful black skin, pretty white teeth. Y'all denying your own heritage because you're trying to fit in and want to be accepted by the pale-skinned one. Well, I am a black man, and you can call me a black Muslim if you want to. I ain't got no problem with it at all. I take all of that. I'm proud of my heritage. I'm proud of my ancestors. You understand what I'm saying? I ain't trying to hide nothing because I know who's going to be here in the end. I know who's going to rule on our planet. That's why you see a lot of white female Caucasians are trying to get in bed with the original man so they can live on. Or even drop that seed in them so they can have that light-skinned child. But y'all denying it. Nobody want to be black. I never heard any of you all say y'all the original people of the planet. Nobody say that about the black man in America. Hell yeah, we the black man. Time never was when we were not. Because God don't even worry about time. To be honest about it, we didn't start clocking time until we put the sun, moon, and stars up there. God don't worry about time. Time for him is different. We the baddest and the best on the planet. You understand what I'm saying? Black man, black woman, but I want to drop some keys on you tonight as it relates to us and how we need to start moving out here. Quit blaming this white boy for all our faults. Quit blaming him for the behavior of our children, mothers, and fathers. But that big key is really with the woman. We're supposed to provide, brothers, an environment and a foundation where our woman can be herself and we can elevate her and we can raise children of God's on that planet, ultimately in the universe. So I'm going to jump right into it. I ain't going to take long with you tonight. So bear with me. This takeover time. This is where we need to focus and form a strategy around. This is why 19 keys, save yourself, Renaissance strategy is so important. This takeover time. Listen. Trump is the last great white hope to maintain white supremacy through bias, prejudice, political strategy. This is this is where we're at right now in this day and time. White rage is not about just visible violence, people. Through the courts, through legislation, the hospitals, and a range of government bureaucracies to wreak havoc subtly and most imperceptibly. This is why you see the whole sister was in the hospital trying to give birth, and this red-haired Caucasian was on the computer and he ain't looking around. She had to go outside and have a baby in the truck. White race doesn't have to wear white sheets anymore, burn crosses, or take to the streets. They work the halls of power. It can achieve its end far more effectively, far more destructively. The trigger for white rage is inevitably is black advancement. They see they fall, they see I rise. You understand what I'm saying? It's not the mere presence of black people that is the problem. Rather, it is blackness with ambition. This takeover time. With drive, with purpose, with aspirations, and with demands for full and equal citizenship. The refusal to accept subjugation, to give up. This is their problem. These are the type of men and women and children we need to raise up. Now, we need to strive for not only separation, but independence. Listen, we should develop a formidable army of policy assault. You understand? We got to learn how to develop policy and move on to heavy, push ownership, and go for a land grab with resilience and black resolve. We don't take no for an answer. I had a good partner, Brother Nate up. When we go into business, he didn't ever give up. He was like a pit bull. He wouldn't take no for an answer. Kept on, kept pulling and kept pulling. A lot of people didn't like it. but the way he used the mathematical language and the mind and his tenacity, they had to give in. You understand what I'm saying? This is where we got to be, black people. So whites are pain. They are psychologically traumatized now. They're angry and they have guns. Those who don't kill themselves with drugs or by cliff jumping prepare themselves to kill black people. Black men in particular, these physiologically traumatized whites are in law enforcement. That's why they're doing the crazy stuff you see them doing, jumping out, doing all this stuff. Brutalizing, murder, jumping on, beating up men and women and all this, even the children. In the justice system, in politics, and are unleashing their fury on the black man in America today because they see us as their number one enemy. They're right to kill the black man. They live to kill the black man and spare the female. Listen. Listen, let me jump over this. The black man to the black man. Listen. It is necessary to do an inventory of ourselves, brothers. Talk to the black man right now. We got to go look at ourselves right now. I see a lot of y'all put out podcasts and what have you. Y'all calling the sisters all type of B's and all type of names because you mad at the black woman for producing certain type of children that's coming on the planet that's wilding out. Brothers, but you got to get the solution to the problem. Understand? That ain't our black woman in a natural state. Black man, we got to take on that responsibility to set the ship right. Moving right along though. We can't visualize exactly what's happening to us, but we feel it. We live it, but we can't define it. We have a problem that we feel, but we can't define it. That's why a lot of our young brothers and our young boys start acting up at a certain age. When they're young, you don't know what's happening. A lot of them going to their shells. A lot of them start acting out because they're starting to realize this ain't right. This ain't what I thought it was. I was going to Chuck E. Cheese and going to Disney World. I was happy in 4 feetlocks. But now that I'm coming to better understanding and see the world, I'm starting being told something different. I'm in school, things are being different. I'm seeing the mistreatment. I'm seeing the way other folks are living and I ain't. I'm being told the opportunities are not the same. So I don't really know what to think. Mama's on me to do a certain way. Papa's on me talking to me, but I don't know if I can really talk to him. But ain't nobody told me this world that I'm starting to recognize for myself. But listen, it is necessary for a black man to have a genuine desire to be a man. Not wearing no damn skinny jeans. Understand? You showing more of your form than a woman do, brothers. Let me read this back. It is necessary for a black man to have a genuine desire to be a man in America, to insist on being a real man. It's actually a declaration of war in American society. This is what we got to declare amongst ourselves. Be a real man, a provider, protector, and a maintainer of the black nation. It will be a difficult process, brothers, and make way more enemies than friends. Your desire must be very deep, black man, or you will not carry through with the process. You get sidetracked. We will have to fight everybody, our bosses, our mamas, our wives, and everybody. That's real. I can bear witness. Everything in society makes a non-domesticated black man an enemy. Listen to this. Everything in society makes a non-domesticated black man an enemy. Most of our sisters, our cousins, our aunties and mothers, our wives, they mean well. They don't know they are victims of this system as well. When we declare that all of the forces of this society will come against us, so our desires must be strong enough to withstand all of this, brother. You got to prepare your will. You got to be like that Pointer soldier now. Declare, I am a man. And then put on top of that, I am a God. And put on top of that, I am the Asiatic black man, the maker, the owner, the cream of the planet Earth, the God of the universe. Teach that to your babies, black man, and stand on it. Get up out of all that old emotions and all that old type stuff, tripping. But I'm coming right along with it. Every man, in order to be a man, must be a man of God. Not a nigger, not a YN, not a pimp, not a hustler, not a dope fiend, not a sissy, or he's not a man at all. Listen, I'm coming at you. It will make life more difficult, but once the black man finds his self-respect, he must fight like hell. And body and everybody else and everything to preserve it. Black man, you're going to have to put the fight in. You got to quit walking around with your hands in your pocket. Feeling sorry for your damn self. Blame the white man for everything. No, black man, step up now. Demand your self-respect. Declare war on American society that's set up to oppress us. Hell no, we ain't got to go out like that. Listen, the first fight starts in the home, most often, but not a physical fight, of course. But the black woman has not been raised on that. She don't know. She been captured by the feminist movement. She looking at it themes. A piece of no good paper, the most of the degrees ain't worth nothing. And money. You dig what I'm saying? But listen, what's critical is that when the black man finds his self-respect, he never ever negotiates it. Once you get it, brother, we don't negotiate our self-respect no more with nobody. Period. Not with his boss, not with his wife, not with his superior officers. Dig? Listen, sisters, there's no resurrection. Now, I'm coming at you, black woman, now. I'm going to bring you some knowledge. Listen, sisters, there's no resurrected black man except the black woman. This is the key you play. It's the agent of that resurrection. You the key, sister. A man cannot be a man without a woman. A woman will test you. And if her heart and mind is right, she will test us in a way that will bring out, listen, black woman, the God in us. You did. Not the nigga in us, not the devil in us, but the God in us. You understand what I'm saying? It is said that the black woman is the Isis. The black man is the dead god Osiris. Isis is the source of power, listen, in raising up her dead god. Did not know what Isis did, black woman? Listen well, black woman. is through the power of her words. Allah Akbar. The black woman's tongue can literally bestow life on her man. This is your power, woman. It's takeover time, black woman. Come on with it now. Listen. The black woman must save her role, her critical role. Her central role is the process of resurrection of the black man. All praise is due to Allah. This is your central role, black woman. Not getting on the world media talking about the black man out of your ignorance. That's your role. You the portal to it all. Listen, people. Man is God of himself, black man. His environment and the universe in which we live. Every person and people, by the right of their birth, are the inheritors of what? Their ancestors. Before they have done, or the materials they have acquired. We inherit the good and the bad, and the responsibility to continue what they have done or correct the wrong. Either way, we will be judged in our lives by what we do in accord with the history we have inherited. Very, very important. And this is important for white people as well. Y'all got to correct it if y'all want to continue to live and stay on this planet of your ancestors, of the wrong that they have done to the black man in America and on this planet, to the black gods. Y'all at war with gods. Y'all like to say, well, it wasn't none of us, it was our foreparents. No, you are charged by the law of the universe because you had inherited this to correct the wrongs that your ancestors have done to us. You are being charged if you don't. Prove me wrong. Keep waiting. The meaning of Allah, the correct meaning, God, a person or people of divine intelligence. This is what it means. The meaning of Allah, the correct meaning, which has God in parentheses, a person or people of divine intelligence, the original man, a master of truth and justice. That's all Allah is. Divine intelligence. What is divine intelligence? Listen, people, brothers and sisters, young and old. Divine intelligence, the natural ability to perceive truth, to know and understand the order and function of the physical universe, our environment, ourselves, and mentally and physically. That's divine intelligence, black man, black woman. These are very important keys. Listen. Since y'all on AI and so in love with it, we got AIs in the White House right now. Listen, now, artificial intelligence made or learned intelligence from a scheme to control what a person does, a mind that doesn't perceive truth. This is the problem we got dealing with these Caucasians now. They don't perceive truth. They deal in falsehood. And anybody that look like us that can't perceive the truth, you got artificial intelligence, my man, my sister. And at its root, it doesn't perceive truth at its root. A narrow-minded person who only perceives the present time and events and truth. You understand what I'm trying to give you, black man, black woman tonight? Look, a woman is a civilized person, listen, black woman, of mature intelligence, who incline to follow their what? Instincts and emotions. Very important for man to understand this. We have two different natures, brothers. A lot of you done took on the nature of the female, on the emotional side. But if you can understand the nature of a woman, you learn how to get along with her. You learn how to understand her mind. You understand? A lot of brothers talk about I feel. No, I think. You shouldn't be feeling like the woman. You understand? Because she was created differently than man. But let me move right along. Listen, a child is what? A person who must be controlled because of their limited what? Knowledge. That's why you got to be the teacher. Now, male, give me a definition. The flesh form of life that has the seed of life, a reproduction. That's why y'all can talk about your transgenders and did this, that, and another. But either way it goes, with all these gender terminology that y'all coming up with, you're still a male. You can cut off this, that, and another, but you still carry the seed of production. That's a male. A reproduction in you. All this satanic stuff that y'all got out in the world today, female. The flesh form of life. It says the flesh form of life. Now you can assist on another level as well. They carry the seed of reproduction to its birth. That's why these sisters putting on these combat boots, these tattoos, trying to look manly. You still have the form of life that can carry the seed of reproduction to its birth. That's a female. So let's not get it twisted. And in ancient time, when the whole planet was called Asia, the leaders of the original people decided to bring all human life into the knowledge of understanding of themselves as the divine God of creation. Listen, the black mama must come into the knowledge of God. This is the thing missing. That's why you see a lot of women get hung up into the church house, but they ain't teaching the right God. And you must learn the knowledge of self. And you must strive to be yourself, which is a righteous person. You're righteous, black woman. You're a divine woman. You have divine intelligence. And wants to make wise women. Let me run that back. And must strive to be themselves, which is a righteous person. They got God in parenthesis. God wants to make wise women so that they can bring from her womb heaven. Let me run that again, black woman. Because sister hit me up in my chat talking about why a woman got to be on the bottom. Well, woman, sister, I'm giving you these keys tonight. If the black man don't elevate you, I'm going to give you these keys where you can elevate your damn self. You understand? I'm telling you who you are tonight. I'm telling you your gifts, your power, your place in creation. You understand what I'm saying? It said that about heaven in the sky. It said a righteous person, God wants to make wise women so that they can bring from her womb, what? Heaven. For heaven lies at the feet of mother. Y'all should be saying Allah Akbar. If woman will submit to God and grow in wisdom to feed the beautiful mind of their children, to feed the beautiful mind of the children that's coming on the planet today, and they will grow up like trees of righteousness, the planting of the Lord. Listen, one, women must learn how to eat to live and how to think righteously. Saying the brother was talking today, man, he said, back in the day, women used to dress differently, dress nice. But he said, man, you have 4 or 5 women in the car, you stick your head in, and man, like you smelling heaven. He said, you smell all the different fragrances and the perfume that the women wore in those days. You said now you stick your head in the car, you're smelling liquor. You're smelling all this old funky weed. They ain't got no perfume on at all. Different type of woman on the planet, but that ain't you. Smelling like crab cakes, eating the damn wrong food, water spiders. That ain't you, black woman. Woman must learn how to fast, listen, so they can discipline their bodies, which will lead to a righteous mind. You got to learn how to control your body, sister. You got to learn how to control your urges, black woman. You got to learn how to control your sex drive, black woman, as well as the black man. Listen, women must keep chaste until God enriches them by his grace. You listen to women today talking about they don't want to get married at an early age because they want to experience sex so they can learn how to be more sexual in bed when they do decide to get married and all this old crazy stuff. That's insane. You can have 15, 20 men before you get married. You know, they ain't talking about no virgins no more, but don't no man want no woman that the brother across the street that had, you understand, so you can learn how to be more experienced in bed. Do that make any damn sense? You got all them imprints in your body now, messing with your mind, your spirit, your soul. You dig? No, men don't really want that, sisters. That's because you're being taught the wrong way. This ain't our woman that we listening to on these social media posts. It says, Allah, God will send you a man that is worthy of you. Man should not sweet talk any woman simply out of their vanity, brothers. You understand? Because a lot of times, we know how to get to a woman's mind. Now, y'all think y'all on point on a lot of cases, but a lot of times, we know how to get to you. Understand? You size you up a little bit. Know how to drop the right language on it. You understand? Right energy. He said, listen, women must know that there are some men that will love them. Listen, sisters, enough not to take advantage of them and will respect them. Those are the men, by God's grace, that are worthy of you, sister. You understand? You got to know, because a lot of times y'all get men, because they done talk that sweet talk, and you done had children by them, and pretty soon you say, oh, man, what I thought it was, man, you be pulling away. Now you got a baby, your baby mama ain't got no daddy there. Because you let him talk you up out of the goodness. You understand what I'm saying? But Allah, God will send you a man. All my best women, shit, the Lord sent them to me. I didn't go looking for them. I'm just telling you my experience out here. And then, God will send you a man that are worthy of you. But now y'all done flip the script. Y'all done let the one that God done sent you looking for that $100,000 man, that six-figure man. You understand what I'm saying? The one God done sent you, done let him go. Now you're living an unhappy life because all you want to do is be happy. It ain't about being happy. You understand? God sends you what you need. But you so-called modern women, you missing the one that God done sent you. Because you're looking for a trip to Africa. You're looking for them Gucci bags, them Fendi bags. Trying to keep up with the Joneses. Instead of jumping in with the man that's down on the righteous level. That's going to raise your soul and your spirit and your mind and teach you how to get into your divinity. You looking for the material world. But let me move right along. Women must know better. Women must do better by themselves and their children. Sisters, y'all got to do better now. That's why you got the children out here running wild. That's why you had them children jump on that mother and their children, because it was really on the mother. And then she gave her a statement, she was cursing and all this stuff. And I looked at the little girl, that the one that tried to apologize. All she had on was some black pants and a black hoodie on, living in an abandoned house and all this old type of stuff. So it really wasn't the children's fault. It was on the mother. Of course, there wasn't no father there. They said, even though, listen, it is difficult raising children in this world, Allah God has blessed us with marvelous children, with exquisite, brilliant little minds. Y'all overlooking this. Allah done blessed us with some of the most beautiful children that ever came on the planet. They got brilliant and exquisite minds, highly teachable, highly angelic, highly godly. But if the teacher is devilish minded, don't have no wisdom, no understanding, no knowledge of God, no knowledge of righteousness and truth, what you gonna produce? Now these are the keys I'm giving you, and you can use them to raise yourself. Mothers must study, listen, so that they can teach their children. Listen, mother, and feed them what? Wisdom. You got to study. You got to get out of, I guess they still got days of our life in the as the world turns. But now y'all got this other stuff, the housewives of Atlanta and all of this foolishness. You should be studying how to get into the exquisite and brilliant mind of your babies that you got gifted to you by the Most High. Yeah, we know the world is difficult. So what? You contain the portal to it all, black woman. You producer of heaven. It says heaven lies at what? The feet of the mother. It didn't say the black man. It said feet of the mother. Because Elijah Muhammad said, if you got a good woman, he said, brother, you got 1 foot in heaven, brother. All praise is due to life. Said 75% of the teaching is for the woman. This is how important you are, black woman. But this is how important for the black man to understand who you are. Period. That's why we need to get our self-respect back and take our planet back, brothers. So y'all so openly can call the women bees and hoes and all this type of stuff on Instagram, talking about how dirty and nasty and the way they dress and how their breath stink. Well, ain't you that man? Ain't you the man of the black woman, brother? Huh? You don't let the white man break your woman down like this. Now you openly discuss, call all out her names. No, you should be going after her to raise her back up. But you keep blaming the white man for the damn stuff that we ain't doing, brothers. The damn fool. It said women must be made lovers of truth. That's what you got to get your woman on. I'm going to finish this up with this. Listen. All over the world, women are in pain. All over the world. And are rising up in every society because they are not justified. You got the Taliban, don't even want their damn women to even go to school and be educated because they like knocking off the little boys. Call your damn self a Muslim. Oh, damn man. You got other places on the planet where the woman is put on the bottom of society. That's why the woman don't like the word being submissive to a man, because she equate that with being mistreated. But the black man really know how to love his woman and treat his woman. She will submit willingly. She waiting on the black man to step up and take his rightful place in a righteous manner in his godly mind, not in this niggly mind. You understand what I'm saying, black man? I know what the black man, boy, she can't wait for the black man to take his rightful place on this planet and step out here like a true and living God and bring love and life and justice back to the planet. She want to be treated just as righteous and upright as anybody else. She don't just want to be a damn incubator to have a child be thrown to the side. You understand why you over here looking at Susie Q? She done had your baby because she loved you and bring him onto the planet. You want to set up a righteous environment for her. You want her to be there. You want to elevate your woman, brother. That's our responsibility. Elevate the black woman. And she gonna teach them children how to be children of God in the home. We won't have the violence and the murders and the killings and the lying and the stealing in our nation. We have righteousness, no longer lying, no more robbing, no more murdering, no more fighting one another, no more disrespecting your families and your mothers and your fathers. You understand? We be striving to bring in a righteous kingdom because the woman that had time now to sit down and be her natural born self. You understand what I'm saying, black man, black woman? This is your future, whether you know it or not. Bottom line, I understand where y'all coming from. You tired of being looked at as an object. See, the woman is not being developed fully the way God intended you to be. Your nature, your instinct telling you. You know. You understand? Y'all got your woman in the game, in the drug game, in the murder game. They carrying pistols and all this old type of stuff, setting up brothers. Got other men in the home while you ain't there. But that ain't hurt by nature. This is the environment because we don't control our environment, brothers and sisters. Look, it takes a village to raise a family. Look, but women are no longer accepting such treatment. It's takeover time. That's why you have our women acting like they're acting today, brothers. But they're acting the wrong way because they don't have that knowledge of God in them. They don't know that they're a divine woman because all that knowledge has been taken away, and they don't have the example of a righteous man, a righteous God in front of them to show them the way to bring them back into their own natural state of being. It really is our fault because we don't let the white man become the man of our woman. And she's in his society and leading us away from our divinity and our God-like state. And our children are wilding out because the man ain't in the home. Make sure the man was taken out, some of you walked away, some of you in the graveyard, some of you in the penitentiary, and some of you switching. And the rest of you just begging and blaming the white man because you don't want that responsibility to step back up into your divinity. Man is mind. You understand? And the woman is really burnt out. I can feel you, black woman. I know you're at home trying to do the best you can. You understand? But I know, man, you love to have a man in the house. But you don't want to be talked down to, mistreated, and dominated. And you don't even have to dominate the woman if you're right, brother. You just have to know how to handle that woman. You understand? She don't mind being handled. You understand? In the right way. So we got to bring on back home. But we got to get up our damn self, get our self-respect. It says, final thought. Heaven lies at the feet of mother. Listen, the Holy Mary represents a people The one y'all talk about in the Bible and the one that they always showing in the Vatican and the Russian show when they had the black woman holding the black baby. That's considered the Holy Mary. But what she represents? The Holy Mary represents the people who are going to be made holy. And then produce children that will be gods and what? Rulers. Let me read that right now. This is what's coming. This is what I see. This is the vision that I have for the new world coming in. I don't have that vision y'all have about worrying about what the white man gonna bring in. Worried about that. This is the vision that we got to obtain and know this is what we got to do within ourselves. Listen, final thoughts. Heaven lied at the feet of mothers, not foot, but both feet. Listen, the Holy Mary represents the people who are going to be made holy. And then produce children that will be gods and rulers. Ye are all God's children of the Most High. Allah Akbar. We all God's children of the Most High. Black man, black woman. This is the reason that you were brought here in 1555 to go through this. You understand? This is the reason Allah came in the person of Master Farad Muhammad. How in the hell you gonna say God can't come in a person? You think God is that weak? All you can do is be a spook out there in the universe. You say God can't come in the person of a human being? How shallow you are. But this is the reason we go on through these trials and these tribulations in America. We getting ready to be made into something. We getting ready to get remade into the holy ones, the upright ones, those that stand for truth over falsehood, those who stand for peace, love, and happiness, freedom, justice, and equality. The men that's going to elevate our woman. Elevate her. That means she got to be raised back up. Elevation is raising up, understand, to a righteous state of being. Or our children won't have to be sitting around here wondering why they on the bottom, why they being miseducated, why they have this bias and racism pushed on them, and they don't know which way to go. Should they respect you because they're mad at you in their own way, because they figured that you should be protecting them? Why they have to go through all of this? Why they see other people living a certain life and they got to suffer? But they ain't got the father in the home no more. And there's a lot of fathers in the home, y'all want to be the damn bullet. Do as I say, I ain't got a lick of damn knowledge on your damn mind. You understand? You the tough guy in the home till you get outside the house with Billy Bob. Then you're bending over, yes, sir, master. Take your ass to the penitentiary. You marching up, pairing it up, and all of that type of stuff. You understand? You ain't that big papa in the home no more. You understand what I'm saying? I got to hit you where it is. Don't want to call yourself black. Yeah, you the Asiatic black man, the maker, the owner, the cream of the planet Earth, God of the universe. That's who you is. Take on that responsibility. You understand? This take over time, black man, black woman. That's what I want to tell you tonight. I ain't apologize for being black. Hell, I love being black. Because I understand the blackness. I understand the God in me. I understand the disadvantages that we have. But we don't have to use that as no excuse. I ain't worried about this white boy no more. The hell with him. He wasn't worried about us. That's why he making the moves he making against us. I let you know, he fear us. Especially that strong black man. The one he can't control and manipulate and buy out. Know how to move on the planet and is looking out for his people. Want for his brother and sister what he want for himself. Moving in order, in accord with the universe, have knowledge of the universe. Study, learning, study, trying to grow. Knowledge of self just don't mean yourself, that yourself is your woman as well, brother. Starting to learn nature and understand nature. Learn about the atoms in the universe. Learn about the ethers. Learn how the universe and the sun got here. Learn what makes stars. Learn what makes planets. Understand what I'm saying? Go inside yourself. Start paying attention to your power. And say, up your mighty nation, accomplish what you will. Learn how to manifest. That's power. When you can think on it and it is, and you can bring it out and manifest. Or you can bring things to you. I was thinking about my deers that I hadn't seen in a while. I said, damn, I ain't seen my deers in a while. I wonder where they at. Because the mother came when he first had it, because I almost ran over this deer one time. I was going around the dark road and stuff. You had the woods on both sides and ran out. But my reflex was so sharp, I was able to miss it because that's what that FOI trainer do for you with that drilling and stuff. And when she first had the babies, I stayed, they got little woods and stuff. And she walked across 1 yard across, I stayed in a roundabout, walked into the yard with her 2 little fawns and stuff like that. So I ain't seen them in a while. I said, damn, I wonder, I be thinking like that. And I've been thinking on for about a couple weeks. So that's the other day, I looked up, but this was Papa because he got antlers now. And he walked up and walked right in front of it. I'm in the yard sitting in the window. I seen him stop by the bush. He looked over here. I'm looking. All right, what's happening? You did what I'm saying? And so later on that day, I seen a little fun because one of the Muslim brothers stayed across the street from me, sitting in his yard on the step. And I seen a little fun come out, standing there across the yard, but he walked over in my yard and went on around outside the house toward the back wherever. So about 2 o'clock that afternoon, I went on in the kitchen because, I got a kitchen window. It's woods, it's wooded area, as well. And I looked out. Old Papa deer was standing right there, man, and in the window looking dead at me. I said, Assalamu alaikum, brother. You understand with them dark black eyes and stuff. But I hadn't seen him in a while, but hell, I just willed him to come on by. That's the power that we have. Black man, black woman, I can think on somebody. Damn, I ain't heard from him in a long time. You dig? Pretty soon, I get that call. You dig what I'm saying, black man? You got to practice your power. You understand? Black woman, your power is stronger than ours in a lot of ways. But you got to use it. You understand what I'm saying? And sometimes it make you feel good, brothers and sisters. And like last Monday night, I got through teaching. Brother Rasul called me. He just wanted to thank me. It was a brother that was at the temple, and we taught Islam and raised him up and stuff like that. Brother Sharif. He said, man, I just called you. Thank you, Brother Captain, because I got that cloth to hold on to. He said, I appreciate the way y'all taught us, because now I understand it's kicking in. He said, brother, for years, because consistency is power. You said you were there every Monday night and every Saturday morning for years. He said, you never missed a day. You understand? That's how I thank you, Brother Rasul, just a reminder of the work you did in the past and you will continue to do, and how men go through in life. Will let you know they appreciate the work you put in, because, it's just my purpose and my mission. Do what I do. And we have to be prime examples to other men and women to not show that weakness. Be powerful and consistent, and you got to stand on your word. And some of you will call it sacrifice when you take away from your own families or your own time. But when you're working for Allah, there ain't no sacrifice. My life, my prayer, my sacrifice is all for Allah, and it's working. Brothers call in and check in with you. Understand that? That's all working. When a sister call you and tell you, you understand, and drop seeds on you about things going on in their families and their children and their daughters and stuff like that. I know the sister called me. I seen her babies when they were born, when they were little girls and stuff like that at the temple. Naja was, I forgot the other one's name, and she was telling me the situation and the issue that she was having with her babies now, 15 or the 16, because they were twins. And she done lost one of her daughters actually because she out into the world and pulled her out there, man. Negro got her running around here buck naked with a damn dog leash on, got out there pimping her. I said, sister, I know your babies when you brought them home. You brought them to the temple. One of them she got in San Francisco that's not at home, staying with a friend in San Francisco, says she know the parents and stuff, but I wanted to say, but I didn't say at the time, that sister, a lot of these things that you expose your daughter to too much. She saw too much. You had strange men in the home called the father. He was gone, got on drugs, going back and forth to the penitentiary. They don't know where he at right now. I understand some fear. I say to myself, well, you had these Negroes that you call yourself loving in the home with your babies. I don't know what might happen. But they don't want to be in the home with their mothers and they out here. You understand? Nigga out here pimping a little baby ain't but 16. Nazi one. Your other daughter don't want to be there. Something going on. That's why mothers are so important. That's why, sister, y'all got to be very, very careful about the men that you let into your homes around your children, your girls and your boys, because these people are sick out here. You understand? That's why you got to learn how to control your nature. You can't have everybody coming in and out your home, watching your children while you might have to go to work or do some stuff. You don't know anything about these people. You understand? So that's what I wanted to break out to you tonight. People, I hope I was able to drop some seeds on you that you can use. Not just talk at you, but I want to give you keys that you can use to grow from and correct yourself, because we all need to be corrected. You understand? And I'll get you a little of this gold water tonight. Show your support. If you want to, you can hit that cash out. You understand? Every little change helps. But we got to come on with it now. There ain't no more excuses. You got the keys. You got the knowledge. We got to save ourselves now. Period. That's why the tour that my son is on is so important, to save yourself tour. He over there in Africa dancing with the Africans, putting things together for us. He making moves for us. His success is our success. There's not no individual called Allah got him out there. His brothers, like I tell his brothers, they need to be with him, standing there side by side with him. But a lot of them got to do some more growing. You understand what I'm saying? They should be right there with their brother. You dig? So I appreciate you coming in tonight. I ain't gonna hold you long because Kalima got to get up in the morning and do what she got to do with the babies and stuff like that. So Black family, it's our time. Black woman, you know what you got to do. Black man, get your respect, control your environment, declare war on American society, because it's against us, but we can fight back. We free. We're no longer no damn slave. We free. You understand? Check yourself. Get into your God-like mind. Now let's take over. Allah Akbar, Allah Akbar. I say Muhammad. I say Muhammad got the devil on the run. That's right. Run, devil, run. Up, 2, 3, 4. The devil got to go. Allah Akbar. I did make about 4 of them carrot pies, and now I'm getting ready to go get me a slice of that. Kick back for a second. You understand that? Popkeys, I do a little bit of everything. Shit. Make pies, use my hand, put a wood, paint, sheet, rock, cement, whatever, tank, whatever shit. I ain't limited. Teacher, soldier, danger, humble, whatever it takes. This right there. So thank you all tonight. Y'all be safe. Stay strong the next time. Allah walk by. Good night. All righty. See what we got here. What time is it? About 9 o'clock.